up, you pop culture nerds? I'm so excited to show you what is right here. Now, I went into GameStop in Limeridge Mall, and that was like my final store that I was going through. And on the way out, I guess I didn't check the new and trending, which I never do anyways, but for some reason I just looked down and I was like, holy shit. And then I saw these online somewhere from like the state store. I don't remember which store, but they sold out really quickly because like they were really popular because it's the fucking Matrix, hello? And then they were celebrating their 100, Warner Bros. Was celebrating their 100 years, I guess we would just say a movie business. And I've never dealt with, it's called McFarland toys before. And I guess they're known for making, I guess, somewhat screen accurate figurines and stuff like that from like different types of movies. And personally, I don't find these like screen accurate at all, but I mean, they're pretty fucking sick if you're like a Matrix fan like myself. So these were the last two in the store. Unfortunately, they didn't have Morpheus. From when I seen that McFarland released them, it was just only Neo and Trinity up for grabs. And then they were limited to like, I think, certain amount of pieces. I know Trinity was limited to 5,300 and Neo was limited to 8,500, so he had more out there than she did. And it was basically first come, first serve. So yeah, I had to open these up because unfortunately there was so much plastic, and I don't have like an editor's tool. So unfortunately I didn't want you guys watching me like cut through everything. It was fucking stupid, but here we go. So we'll start with Trinity. So here's the box. We'll show you the box after. Sorry. So it comes with like these little Matrix stands, which is pretty fucking sick. You get like this like really cool trading card. It's really dope. And then it tells you right here that it's the certificate of authenticity. So they made, like I said, 5,300. So I got 3,582. So like, you know, it's up there. And then this is, I guess, is the CEO, which is Todd McFarland. I didn't know any of this, but apparently I've seen some of this stuff and I'm like, meh. I'm just really shocked as fuck to see that it actually came to Canada. I was like, holy shit. But here's the statue. This statue is pretty fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie. It does not look like Trinity. It's too bad. Like I wish that he would have like paid attention to detail. I think maybe he's just like his thing is like putting to like really cool action figures to like really cool movies that were like big in like the 2000s and stuff. So I think like maybe in the 90s maybe he's like that's where his head was at. But like if it was screen accurate faces, no. But like the pose is pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. And I definitely like this Matrix stand. Look at that, it's pretty dope. Matrix right there. I like how they glued her foot right there, and like her boots are pretty fucking accurate. I'm not gonna lie on that. I always liked her because of her boots, the high heel boots. Her boots. And then this is one of my famous her favorite poses that I like, where she kicks their ass. Like, and I don't like, you know, the Matrix is like, I don't know, you watched it, right? Like it goes into like you think that was the normal world, but realistically they're not. So then he goes deep down the rabbit hole, or whatever you want to say, like with Morpheus, and he shows him the two pills, and then he ends up showing that he's actually in like one of those fucking like catacomb like hole, like I don't know, devices where you keep fetuses, I don't know, but like, and then he unplugs him from like the thing and he goes into the Matrix, and like that's the actual real world that everybody's like, it's fucked up. Like you have to watch it. It's actually really good. Like I think it was the Wachowski brothers, and then they ended up turning into sisters. So like they yeah, so like you have to see it. The Matrix is really well done. Like they did, I think it won lots of like awards. Like they did a lot of good cool shit. I was sad, I was actually disappointed. Like they did 1, 2, and 3. Reloaded was actually my all-time favorite, as well as the first one. And then Revelations, I think that's what it's called. I wasn't that one was good, but I was actually sad that Neo died, but then he really didn't die. And then they came out with number 4, and I was really excited. I think a lot of people were really excited to see the 4th one, and then that was like a big letdown because I didn't like the vision that they were thinking about. Like they made it look like Neo, he woke up with like some sort of dementia or some delirium, and he didn't know like who he was or whatever, and it was just wild. And then they brought back Trinity, and I was like, well, homie died on the fucking ship because she got repelled by fucking like these big ass like things from like the construction sites, like these big poles and stuff into her, so she wasn't coming back. And then the way they wrote it was like she was alive, and it was nice to see, like, I guess, like the love story blossom again, but it was really fucked up. I was actually really disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. And then they had, like, they didn't, Morpheus, for some reason, like, Lawrence Fishburne did not want to prize his role as Morpheus. And then they sent, like, the Wish version of Morpheus. It was fucking wild. But anyways, so there's that. And then we'll do the, like, the back of her, like, coat and stuff. I don't know what it is, but what is it with their spandex and their black leather? That's always what I wanted to know. Because that's all they would wear, is just pretty much black, if you thought about it. And then you got like this really cool like green matrix lettering. I really like that. And they had like the little plastic stand, so now you can actually display it like on your shelf. And I like how it's curved, so it's already curved for me. So there you go. So that's the Trinity statue. Moving on.
What about the box?
Oh yeah, well, I'll show you those after. And then the Matrix. No, my God, the Neo one. Same thing with like the I guess you want to say the green screen with that.
Yep.
And then you have the little Matrix stand with like the Neo card, which is really sick. This is like I think that's what made him like so big, because I know he had like a big role in Speed. So he did a really good job in Speed, and then I think his big breakout role was The Matrix, and then that's where he became like filthy rich. But the thing about Keanu Reeves is that he never really like took his like, what's the word I'm trying to think of? He never took his like his fame to his head. Like he is actually down to earth, authentic, to the core. From what I've heard about, like he's actually really nice and stuff in person, and he actually like takes the time to talk to his fans, and he's not a dick. Like when he did The Matrix, if you read up on it, he actually donated a lot of like speed bikes, like motorbikes, motorcycles to like I guess like the crew, and he donated half of his paycheck. So he made like millions and billions of dollars off that fucking movie and didn't give a shit. And he collected some of it, yes, but he actually donated it, and it's actually really fucking cool. I just have he's Canadian too, and like he's never lost his marbles. Like he's actually a really nice guy. He's actually had a sad, tragic life if you haven't seen it. Like I think his wife died or whatever, and his baby died at stillborn, and like it's really sad. But the guy never really lost his shit. But he's a really cool dude. Like I think he collects like actual motorbikes, and he rides motorcycles. I think he has some sort of cars or whatever. But like he really does. My favorite role, not even just The Matrix. Like I really like him in John Wick. And he did a really good job, and the fact that he does his own stunts and stuff like that, and he pushes himself, and he like does all that, like it's fucking sick. So like this is what made him like literally Keanu Reeves. But yeah, so anyways, back into this. There's the card right here. And then again, so it says out of 8,500 pieces, so this is 6,676. And again, so the same thing, telling you about it. It's authenticated, and it's done by Todd McFarland. So this is really dope. And again, not realism for like the faces, but again, like they paid attention realistically. They paid attention to like the outfits that they were wearing. I guess that's where that guy's head, like I said, his head was at. But it doesn't really look like him. I definitely like the shades where he puts his hand out. This was more, I don't think he did the bullets. I think he did the bullets more to like the ending where he could stop bullets when Agent Smith killed him and stuff like that, and he became like the one. And yeah, so there you go. Like they paid attention to that. I like the buckles and everything. They did I always find him hot. He still is hot. Like for an older gentleman, like in his 50s, 60s, or 70s. 60s. I think he's 60s, whatever. He's hot as fuck. I always had a crush on him. He's really fucking hot. I do actually have his autograph on a John Wick piece. I was always asking like for someone to like make him do a signing.
Make him do it.
Like he needs to do it. Like
Keanu.
The amount, like I'm sure homie doesn't care about the money, but like the fans do. But if he actually did it, I would get his autograph like literally on a Matrix piece to complete like my actual Keanu Reeves collection. But when I see Keanu Reeves, all I see is John Wick. When I heard about if John Wick didn't never exist, all I saw was the Matrix. So I do have Carrie Ann Moss's autograph downstairs on a Matrix piece as Trinity. If you've seen in my videos, I just got Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus, so that's really sick. And that would be really cool. And then they had Joe Pantoliano, who played Cypher, which is the bad guy in the first one. I would have gotten on the Matrix, but I more particularly wanted him as Captain Howard from Bad Boys, because that's where I see his role as the funniest. Personally, I never particularly liked him as the bad guy, but he had some really good quotes and sayings in the Matrix, with like the whole steak eating scene with Mr. Smith. So it was really fucking sick. So here we go. So there's that. And then to show you like the box art, because I took them out. So this is Trinity. So it tells you which is 5,300. Trinity, like it's celebrating the Warner Bros. Blah blah blah. And then there's that, and then that's like the back art. Like that's really sick. I like that. And then these were $29.99 a hit. And then Canadian, obviously, because it's from EB Games. So this was like more 8,500 pieces. And then this is like this is a really good one. That's one where he starts like fucking like moving like the goddamn like weirdness. Like he's doing like that famous scene, you know, where he's like slow-mo, where he's like going backwards and shit. I wonder if he did that stunt himself, where he had to like move like really slow, or if he was on any wires. And then yeah, it's a really good movie. And then my famous line about her is like, there's so many lines like that I love about her, but like my favorite one is like when like he's getting shot and he's doing like that weird fucking back thing, or what do you call a backstroke thing, and then he gets shot and then she goes dodge this, and then pulls the fucking trigger like and shoots one of the agents, because they multiply, right? So like that was like, that's a good like original thing for me. And then like him, like the whole opening scene when they're tearing apart the fucking facility, like with the guns, and then like the big famous line is like guns, like lots of guns, and then he's suiting up and like he's just dropping like literally just wasted clip, throws it on the floor. Like there's probably more ammo in there, but he doesn't care. But like the whole thing when they're jumping on the walls and shit and cartwheeling all over the place, like it's such a big iconic scene. Like that's like one of my favorite ones. And then fucking I played, one thing you guys didn't know about me, but I played the original games for the PlayStation 2, which is like Path of Neo, and I played Enter the Matrix, and that one was my favorite one, because you had Niobe and Ghost, and then you got to see all of them like I don't remember too much, because I don't remember if I beat it, but Path of Neo was specifically like strictly just him, like Keanu Reeves, and I don't remember if they had the actual voice actors doing their roles, but that was really fucking cool. So if you guys ever get the opportunity to play them, if you're a big Matrix fan like myself, play them, because they're really fucking iconic. I'm mad because I don't even think we have them anymore. I think maybe we had sold them as kids, but such good fucking games. Like I definitely would play Enter the Matrix again. And then cool thing I didn't know about this is I guess he sends like these mystery boxes, and then I was like, okay, I was about to throw them out, but here's the one. Oh, this is sick. Oh, that is so sick. Yeah. So like it's just a little sticker, but that is sick. Like literally, like look at that. Like, you know, like the whole thing with like the Matrix with like the gel. I don't know like how you describe it, but like the red pill and the blue pill, that is fucking sick. So like that's supposed to be like resembling like Morpheus's hands. That's dope. And I already spoiled this for myself, but I think this was sick. This is for Neo. So this is like down the rabbit hole. Like this is what Trinity was trying, like when they're trying to recruit Neo and they're trying to find the one or whatever. Basically like they said follow the white rabbit or whatever. So like that was sick. Like that was fucking cool. They did a really good job. I actually like this, and the fact that they have like these like little cute little like mystery boxes that have like such a simple sticker literally made me so happy, because like I'm such a deep fucking fan of the Matrix. Like they did a really good job. I wish they would keep making them more, but obviously there's so much that they can do. But they made a boatload of money off of the first three. Like they made stupid amounts of money, and it was very well written. It's more into like sci-fi action, if that makes sense, and like the whole storyline with not just like what's beyond the Matrix, because Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne did a really good job in that, like making you like really think and mind fuck you and like stuff. Like the script was very well done, and then like making you see like for real like certain things and like the messages that they were sending across. And definitely the Sentinels, which was like another thing, like that they were also not even just like badass fucking people who can fly off the walls, but they can actually be hurt because they're actually human, and to be unplugged from the Matrix. Because you saw it when Cypher was going bad, he was unplugging them. If you were still into the Matrix, you automatically die. Even if you die in the Matrix, you still die, whether you're plugged in or you're not plugged in. But like it was just human, so they weren't really superhuman, if that made sense. And then the Sentinels were like these machine things that were like prone to like noise and like big like loud sounding ships, and that the only thing that they could kill them was like an EMP bomb or some sort of fucking like electricity gun that they had. So like realistically they were still like, you know, out there. And then realistically realizing what machines do and how like to keep like the world alive and stuff like that. Like you have to watch it to understand what I'm trying to say. But it was really cool how like Neo was like not even just the one, like how his powers were progressing, and that like he ended up being like the light, the sunshine that we get every single day, and the peace that he gave on Earth because he died. So it was actually really well done. Like I really enjoyed it. The messages were like came across like really good. But yeah, so leave a like, leave a comment, and tell me what you guys think of The Matrix. Ciao for now.